This 19-year-old CEO's name is Boy Kim. Lucky to be able to travel through time to the past. Same level system. Give him a huge amount of capital to start a business. The condition for you to earn money is, the darker the hole the better. So the young man was determined to find every way, to bankrupt your company. Hole in the roof. But I don't understand why. Because of some mysterious force. But the more the youth destroy, the more profitable it is. Let's find out the reason together. The story begins in a towering skyscraper. Like Landmark 81. In a very grand press conference. The reporter began to introduce herself. This is General Director Boy Kim of Dang Dat Group. Is a top figure in the business world. His company is worth hundreds of billions. Internet-based business. Hardware games come to the food industry. Cultural activities. Change many people's lives. Such a president. Everyone thought he would be a cold person, accidentally determined, and ruthless to achieve such success, right? But through a recent interview with Boy Kim, person also known as best boss in the world, genius investor game maker. Have the talent of management like you, and have an accurate view on the development trends of the professions. Everyone feels the three changes. Now facing the reporter, Boy Kim cried until there were no more tears left. I'm really not a business genius. The secret to success is wrapped up in two words, luck. My original goal. Just a clean loss of NDT 50,000. After listening, the reporter immediately replied, look at the life of a business genius. Is humble and reasonable like that. I'm speechless too. Is a successful person. Then whatever you say is right. The scene changes to the past a long time ago. It is 2009. At Handong University, Jingzhou City. Suddenly a voice came. Wake up quickly, you're going to be late for class. Today is the vice principal's class. Must check that. Boy Kim woke up from his dream. Rubbing eyes sleepily replied. What class? Aren't I renting a room? Who ran to my room? He opened his eyes and saw a face. My best friend name is Ma Duong. He was smiling a very evil bitch smile. At the same time he said he. Sleep like a pig. Then he ran out the door and added. You go. If you get caught by the vice president, you'll get a piece of it. My Boy Kim heard this and was as stiff as a tree. I don't understand what it is. Then he whispered in surprise. What the hell is this? My head hurts so much. Then sober up in a flash. Break the salted fish state. Sat up in surprise. Oh, but it seems. This is not my college dorm room. Vice president's details. Roll call, so it's first year of college. Then he held his head, his face as black as the bottom of a pot of braised fish. Extremely emotional. Papaya is 2009. Did I go back 15 years in time? Unbelievable. He immediately rubbed his cheeks to see if it was a dream. But the more noisy, the more painful. That's it. It hurts so much it's really not a dream. I am extremely confused and don't know what to do. Surprise. A bright transparent screen caught Boy Kim's eyes. Each line quickly. Display. The wealth transfer system is connecting to the host. Successful binding. You from one surprise to another. I need my wife. Then suddenly the system notified host Boy Kim. Please read the system user manual. Boy Kim was so scared that even the weasel could read it to see what it was. Wealth conversion system. System capital is 50,000. Personal assets are 443. Wealth transfer rules. A while. The system will provide the host with the amount of capital. Certain system. Can only be used for the company's commercial activities. Cannot be wasted. If spent for the purpose. The individual will be warned and will not be able to transfer funds. After a while, the settlement will be made, depending on different levels of profit and loss, based on the ratio to convert into personal assets, that you can freely spend. After watching, my Boy Kim laughed happily. Sure enough, after transmigration, there must be a system. This trick is too old, DM. Then the system will notify you. The profit conversion ratio is 100 to 1. The loss conversion ratio is 1 to 1. Immediately Boy Kim understood function of this system. At the same time he said, oh damn delicious. You not only provide me finance, and also give me money. It's a real VIP system. Although both systemic capital and personal wealth are money, but they are two completely different concepts. NDT 50,000 is the system capital, as explained by the system. Then this amount may only be used for commercial purposes. But if all the capital of the system is lost, then in a 1-to-1 ratio, that loss can be converted into personal property. Losing money is also earning money. I am really too smart. Then our boy Kim stood in a very awkward position. Is the atmosphere of laughing like crazy? Speak loudly ku. My dollars are a whole sky of light. Suddenly the system informed him of the final step. Please name your company. Click here to enter. Boy Kim thought for a moment. Finally he typed in Limited Liability Company. Dang dat Technology Network. This name means to rise like a kite in the wind. Is also hope. This company will quickly fail. Pathetic ku. Then Boy Kim carefully read more information. Complete LLC registration. Dang dat Technology Network. The next settlement period is 14 days later. If no product has been released, then the settlement time will be delayed. After watching, his chin lift surgery is okay. No matter how much you lose, it will be easy to make money. So the next thing I have to do is turn system capital into no more personal assets from 443 to NDT 50 443. I have to think of a way to make the hole as deep as possible. What should I do? Then he opened a round table meeting. In the head of 5 members. It is our humble family that is always evil. This young man is crazy beyond words. Then the first loss conference officially started. Who wants to speak first? A bespectacled young man next to him raised his hand. Right away. Oh, please invite Mr. Boy Kim Glasses to express your opinion. In the specific rules of the system there are up to 200 laws. Can say, all illegal activities are prohibited. Therefore, there are not many options to choose from. True system not. Give us loopholes to cheat. Otherwise we'll be severely punished. This world is not much different from the original world. Just speed. Technology is a little bit behind. In addition, copyright protection awareness is also quite poor. Suddenly Boy Kim held a game console. Sitting on the opposite side spoke up. Technology development. Copyright is definitely respected. Then, what does game creation look like? The game industry burns a lot of money. Moreover, just changing the way of playing a little bit can easily kill you. In fact, industries with fixed assets can also sell assets when bankrupt. The game industry is dead. Nothing to sell. Plus I have memories of 15 years ago. Just stay away. Games that can make money are fine. Next. The whole Boy Kim group immediately agreed after hearing this. Okay, very good. The first step we design the game. Step 2 bankruptcy. Transfer all system capital to personal assets. The third step is to use the money to go drinking and doing drugs. Decided then just do it. Think about it. Our humble home is floating like on clouds. He imagined a dreamlike scenario. Earn money to have fun, go out with girls and all kinds of things. Boy Kim I will become a tycoon. Famous in the game biz world. In a short time after. Say it and do it. That very day. Boy Kim, let's get to work right away. But after sitting on the computer for hours. Boy Kim, my family feels extremely depressed. I never thought I would come up with a game myself. So annoying. Luckily there is a website that supports EXO. Just buy game documents on there. Then use the official editor. To proceed with the design. Finally, after approval, it can be released. Just spend NDT 50,000 on the source page. Then make a shit game. No one wants to buy. Like that then after 2 weeks there is not a penny left in pocket. Like that is too simple as basket. Okay, let's start designing. Driving model type base version NDT 20.000. Free car with 7-inch interior. Looks quite VIP. Desert highway map NDT 23.000. Why so expensive? But it's just what I wanted. Next is the sound NDT 6.000 latch always 1.000. Finally bought the ranking function and it's okay. Just enough NDT 50,000. But this still seems to be lacking. Something must be missing, right? Must make the players spicy like eating spicy noodles. Level 7 is new. Let them see their mother cook. Then add. The player must drive more than 8 hours on the road. can pass the screen. Along with that, every short while, there will be a turn for them to not hang up. Ha ha ha, I am a genius. 2 hours later, our Boy Kim house was finished designing. He said, I think this is okay. Will definitely be approved. So what should I test? I discovered it as soon as I entered. The game you play is so bad that I want to poke my eyes out. His face was black and his mouth was open, he couldn't believe it. What the hell? This game is even worse. I think more. This one. After playing for 8 hours, I will worship him as my master. Is there such a thing as a shitty game? Was cursed in the face by the whole group. New game but fine. Even if I had money, I would still be weak he. And go to war 500 brothers. Such a retarded game. I will definitely lose money. Scene changes to that evening. At our dormitory. At this moment, all 4 of them are playing some game. Swearing up and down. Damn the name of the flower studio. I can go together but I can't fight. I'm just a fool and die alone. So this guy who looks like an addict is Ma Duong. Seeing strange, he asked Kim Ca, you are really brave. Never go to school. Fighting. Boy Kim immediately replied, eat quickly, Ma Duong. Every time the team is not there the person on the street is dead. Do you know how to play games? We are playing as a team. What do you mean solo? 3 against 1 is not enough. Always. I lost the game, I killed 11 support guys too. But still lose. It's as sour and spicy as the how instant noodles here. Ma Duong killed 2, died 3, supported 2, also responded. Humble. Don't just worry about your own body pulling anymore. After hearing that, Boy Kim was frozen like a stone statue. Don't understand. Kill 2, kill 3, support 2, and you still come out. Expression of opinion. Ma Duong, you are the dead weight of the team. And still they're mocking me. Then Ma Duong devoured the cup of noodles and replied, I tried my best. This positive code is a positive worker. Serious achievement is stupid. Playing games is also industrial. Chicken cannot speak. Is a person who is not as tall as anyone else but is extremely short. Then the whole group started climbing the ranks again. Another match. We have to fight from copper to silver tonight. Boy Kim sees these guys playing like they're stuck. So I don't want to play anymore. I'm sleepy now. I want to go to bed early. He said and fell on the bed with a bang. Extremely comfortable. Then he took out his phone to check his beauty. Losing a game is nothing to be sad about. Wait 2 weeks later, NDT 50,000 in hand, then ecstatic. Turkey. What else? Cool. Then in his mind he thought of laptop. High-end arcade game console with all kinds of new stuff. This young man's level of delusion is also quite high. Suddenly he surfed the web and discovered a video. Now we will come to the show. Expose trash games. If you find the video strange, this is good, please like and share more stuff. Scene changed to a guy named Vu Tan. In a rented room. Then. This guy is the one who made the videos exposing the scandal. Nonsense game. View the Fansu game of famous master Luong style. Nickname is that old man. He is very sad now. Because of his exposed video. No one cares. Impossible. This week's trash game video has nothing special. Low click volume. It's really boring. This month. I won't get any advertising money anyway. So where is the money to take girls out? Bored as a cockroach. Then suddenly he found the game that Boy Kim loved. Our house has been made. Desert Highway Lonely Papaya. What the hell game is this? The selling price is only NDT 1. Its description is a driving tour. Simulate thinking about life. Creepy. Right when I was bored with life. Then let me see. A game for NDT 1. Help people think about life. He. Said to be the fat enemy immediately started playing and tried it out right away. Poor quality desert map and shit effects. The control feels stiff. This sound is scary enough. But these things. For someone who has seen countless trash games. Then too normal. She is always. All is said, nothing more. But I've been driving for so long and nothing has changed. The enemy drove for another 10 minutes and still nothing changed. Who am I? What am I doing? What does this game want me to do? What the hell is going on? Besides driving and turning the wheel to turn some corners. This game has nothing. But wait. Isn't this just like my life? Always calm without any storm. Not yet. Then suddenly the kettle was on behind. He shouted without pausing for a moment. I'll go boil the noodles first and then continue researching. The sugarcane cage. Why can't I stop this weird game? Then he shook his hand and lost concentration and crashed into the wall. Always so evil. He had his eyes popped out. Extremely angry. What the hell is this? Are you playing again? I drove for half an hour now, tell me to drive again. You are a bit rude. Okay, very good. I found the place. This game is useless. Wait until I finish eating, I will make a video to expose it right away. Cook the next morning. Boy Kim. We have seen the video exposing that fat enemy. Immediately and always video with detailed content is. The whole journey is 8 hours. You must constantly look forward. Because every few minutes there will be a bend. And if you don't turn around in time then sorry. You lost and have to start over. And the miracle that shocked me the most was, the end of the game is just a line of mocking text. I congratulate you on your success. Wasted 8 hours of life. No mistake, this is a game. Make people think about life. It has successfully made me thoughtful. Realize a lot of things. This game is really good, you must play it. Below there are also countless comments from the audience. Always knew evil watched the whole route without skipping. Now it seems. I also began to think about the meaning of life. Another one commented that I bought it. I believe that. I can definitely find the meaning of life. In the desert the mint maiden comment is buy. By now if you don't buy you are not human. Then my comment is the best. Only takes NDT1 but can think about life. Even the dumbest person would find it extremely suitable for her. Mother is right. After watching, our boy Kim held his head sadly and didn't understand. What the hell is this? Why is the game being brought up on the show? Expose trash games. And also responded so strongly. This is so bullshit, help me help me. Then he quickly typed on the keyboard. Reply to the game audience. Dang that, I am the author of this game. I intentionally made this game so bad. Make people hate. People don't buy. Not worth it, author. Don't insult us, we really like this game. Right now our boy Kim is crying like a puppy. Someone tell me. They must have mental problems. Are you guys crazy or am I crazy? I made a trash game like that. But people took it to make top review videos. What's the big deal with the response? Young people are confused. The system has also announced the settlement. The profit sharing ratio is 100. On a detail will be shown shortly. Host information: Boy Kim. Height 1m78, weight 85 kg, age 19, Scorpio. Dang dat company, current system capital NDT 125, 463. The profit is NDT 75, 463. Current personal assets are NDT 153. Plus for host 754. Total personal assets are NDT 907. After watching, my boy Kim vomited blood. New sugarcane cage at NDT 50,000. The capital in hand is all gone. The situation is too difficult. He immediately called an emergency meeting. In mind immediately and always fresh. Completely unexpected. This trash game sold for over 200,000 VND. Minus interface percentage. The company also made a profit of more than 70,000 VND. Then Boy Kim with glasses added. But based on the profit conversion rate, we only earn NDT 700. Another Boy Kim raised his coffee cup and said, worrying about the past is meaningless. The problem now is, before the next settlement, how do we drain the system capital? Listen. Another Boy Kim slammed his hand on the table to express his opinion. Find someone to help. Then the discussion became as noisy as fishmongers. Out in the market, let me suggest. Can find a guy who can do everything 7 times to work for me. Yes. We will pay him to spend the capital. You are so right. With such a person, isn't the bankruptcy rate going to increase rapidly? But the question is who to thank. A humble and witty reply. Not. Is there someone very suitable next to us? Yes, his major is being the class dumbbell. Before. Now what he did right is far worse than what he did wrong. He is the talent we need. None other than Ma Duong. He speaking of Chow Chow is here. Suddenly, Ma Duong spoke up. I brought you food. Our boy Kim immediately smiled and accepted. With me say thank you Ma Duong so much for having you here. What big deal, can't be done. You are my hope. Ma Duong is so stiff right now that he doesn't understand. Young man just finished breaking rocks. Why so crazy? I don't know, Papaya is crazy hungry, oh my god. A moment later, the two brothers immediately invited each other to a nearby pub for a few drinks. Glass for easy talking. Ma Duong is busy eating and sleeping with both hands. Then Bui Kim is doing aesthetic. Now, I have a capital accumulation system of NDT 300,000 in my hand. Hiring an employee is not too expensive, right? Then Ma Duong found it strange and asked Kim Ca, why suddenly invite me to eat? Are you rich? You heard it and are bored like a snake holding its head in response. Yes, I just made some money. He quietly opened the system panel to take a look. The system has added capital to you NDT 174,536. His current capital is 300,000 VND. Personal property is still NDT 907. Positive code then don't care. Life is just about eating and drinking to your heart's content. So delicious grilled chicken wings are my favorite thing here. Then Bui Kim picked up the can of coca. But my heart aches. Tears streaming down cheeks, how long suffering. In the end, personal assets were only ND 900. Then he calmed down and thought to himself. But after each settlement, system capital seems to be a fixed number. Lower than this number the system will add more. The next settlement is in a month. This time I must think. How to spend all NDT 300,000. This side. Ma Duong doesn't understand what he is thinking. Then asked humble song. Why don't you eat and stand there? Bui Kim immediately replied. I recently made a game myself. But lack of people. Are you interested? After hearing that, the young man was extremely scared. Papaya game. It costs a lot of money, where do you get it? Adolescent. Bui Kim immediately became an actor. Things have come to this point and I can't hide it anymore. Actually I am a tycoon. My family give me NDT 300,000. Is it enough? Ma Duong's face turned green as a lemon after hearing that. What's so much money? Bui Kim is enjoying the aesthetics. He really believes it. Children are really easy to fool. Positive code then ask more. So you want art but don't know programming. Bui Kim replied coldly, not knowing anything. But so what? Spend money to buy resources online. Find a professional to do it, isn't it? Ma Duong also said humbly. But we don't know anything about game design. By then 300,000 yuan would have disappeared. Then I am really sorry for you. After hearing that, my Bui Kim was drooling. Thinking peanuts really. Unexpected. The conscience of the new horse is his obstacle. Impossible. I don't believe I can't fool him. Then he acted cool as a toilet and said. Do you know the game Desert Highway Lonely? The stupid game is very popular recently. What about that game? Bui Kim happily replied, I did it myself. Just had a sip of coke. Young man with bangs. Then spit it all out, that's evil. You made that bullshit game, right? I didn't expect you to have such talent for game design. That game can be so popular. You are a genius. Then okay, I will risk it with you, you know. I have no good qualities, but so believable. Now I go to the bookstore. Buy some specialized books on research here. Don't worry, I will definitely not let you carry it. Just said. The young man ran away like the wind. New and scary, humble and don't understand. Why is this guy so stupid and dangerous? Wait. Actually, there is no need to buy specialized books. What research is this? Is the positive code so serious? Is he really capable? Is it really okay to get him on the team? A few hours later, the young man carried the entire bookshelf home. This new evil humble. I'm home. See. Bui Kim I stood there for 100 seconds not understanding what was going on. What the hell, so many books grandpa. Then Ma Duong put the pile of books down on a damp mat. Then he immediately gave some books. Extremely depressed said with pleasure. I saw it was on sale so I bought 10 copies at once. I finished watching and rolled my eyes. Black face like a dog's muzzle aesthetic. What a waste of time. Likely to have neck pain with hair loss and baldness. You think about it too. But the biggest problem that programmers face. None of these things. But sleep from overwork. Besides, it's not programming. But outside he is like this. Okay. Sure enough, I did not find the wrong person. I found you correctly. After hearing that, Ma Duong happily replied ku, that's good. Start reading from the advanced programming book, too much content. I seem to know every word, but put them together and it doesn't make sense. What is this? Bui Kim secretly thought. Saw him buy these books. It is not useless to say. But to say it works is a sin. Then he spoke up. This code positive. We do design, not code. Moreover, technology is developing strongly now. The content in these books is half out of date. Ma Duong heard and his face turned purple with anger. Real peanuts. Now I know why it's on sale. So what to do when discounted books cannot be returned? Bui Kim also replied that it was okay. Just look through these books. More or less has some effect. Yes, let the company pay. After hearing that, Ma Duong felt happy inside. Kuku still get paid. That's great. Okay, I will read the book right now. Said to make young men excited to go to bed. Read now. But just 5 minutes later he was dead. Sleep like a pig. New. Seeing that, Bui Kim slammed his hand on the table. Then 2 lines of tears flowed like a stream. Pretty good, pretty good. Attitude deserves 100 points. But ability is 0 point. This is the staff I need most. It's a pity that this kind of young talent. I only know positive code. If there are a few more people, then anyway we'll quickly go bankrupt. Never mind. I should next define a new category. Think of a way to spend all this NDT 300,000. A moment later. My Bui Kim holds a bunch of cards in his hand. Colorful. Ma Duong felt strange and rubbed his eyes and asked again. Want to make card game? Bui Humble replied with a cheerful face that was correct. We need to make a card game with the theme. 3 Kingdoms. Game model I bought on resource page. Then the yellow rooster climbed down from the bed and said. Humble CA he saw the game 3 Kingdoms quite okay. So want to convert. I heard. Now card games are being made by many people. Moreover, the 3 Kingdoms IB is now scattered everywhere. Browse the top 10 rankings. There are at least 5 with the name 3 Kingdoms already. Listen. Bui Kim, my family, happily thought to himself. Kuku I just like to jump into the gun barrel like that. Card games are hot, so we have to make card games. 3 Kingdoms. While it's hot, I'll also do the 3 Kingdoms theme. Many works of the same type. Compete on a stage. My work is sure to drown in the crowd. This time it's a loss for sure. Ha ha ha. Then he convened a conference in his head right away. Who wants to speak first? You Bui Kim glasses immediately raised your hand. Just knew okay. Invite Mr. Bui Kim wearing glasses to express his opinion. In terms of payment, the 3 Kingdoms rules are quite strict. Very different from previous card games. That's why it's so hot. Listen. Bui Kim held another cup of coffee and added. Then our games sell NDT 10. Then there is nothing special. They will surely curse the house out. Yes, we have to go against that way. For the rich. Want to spend money but have no place to spend it. Then the whole group happily gave their opinions and said. Very right, we price NDT 10 to buy outright to play. Right. Furthermore. After buying the game, the store only sells 1 membership card. Forever price NDT 30 deposit low like that. Surely they want to recharge also difficult. At this time, the 5 Bui Kim children imagined the prospect. 5 children standing around a round table. Mischievous look extremely happy. Inside are players cursing. Cursed green beans and pennywort. Fucking game, why can't I buy anything? The game is really crap, my NDT 10. This is so annoying, give me back my money. A short time later. Then our Bui Kim called Ma Duong to come. Discuss the game model has been bought, you look. Full functions like touch screen. Competitive sweep all have. Ma Duong finished watching and scratched his head, so confused. Turns out this is the game model. But wait, it only costs 100,000 VND. Bui Kim is having cosmetic surgery on this side. Unfortunately only 100,000 is too cheap. Even if it's 150,000 I will buy it, he added. After purchase. The next model will add aesthetic resources. As interface. Combat effectiveness. Character cards of all kinds. Then Code Yang asked. So we plan to buy character resources. How much money? Bui Kim immediately raised his hand and coldly replied. I plan to spend 30,000 on sound effects. Over 10,000 for other expenses. 160,000 left. Then he slammed his hand on the table with a loud roar. Say firmly. All 160,000 invested in character resources. The horse on this side peed his pants. What's wrong with her cheek? Then Bui Kim picked up the documents. Give code Yang say. I have arranged everything properly and show you here. Character effect system 2. You add these. After hearing that, the young man broke out in a cold sweat and replied, Huh. Character request board. A humble song is moving my star. I have only seen the Three Kingdoms in movies. There are many people in which I have not loaded yet. In case it doesn't work well. Before he finished speaking, Bui Kim patted his shoulder. Young man said happily. It's okay, I believe you. Our Three Kingdoms characters need to be different and innovative. Ma Duong heard and accepted it. Okay. I will try. Bui Kim also raised his chin and cunningly replied, keep it up. You can do it. In my heart right now is aesthetics. If you know all the Three Kingdoms characters by heart, I am even more uneasy. I give you this task. Kukuku ha ha ha, just relax. What exactly does it depict? Must see artist's design. Now you just need to give a direction. But remember, must be different, as much nonsense as possible. Ma Duong was holding his head in utter confusion. Damn it, no. I have no idea. A moment later, the positive code asked this question. Humble. I'm going to turn Guan Yu into a dragon. Bui Kim o Colleen. And then some time later. Humble song, can I turn Ma Super into a horse? Humble song, can I turn Chu Thuong into dragon girl? Can I humbly turn my butt into a lowly? Oh shit, I'm so stumped with this guy. But no matter what ideas the young people have, Bui Kim and I also agree. Then he thought to himself, Kukuku. I certainly did not find the wrong person. Chu Thuong is a dragon girl, Lu Mong becomes a lowly. Just thinking about it makes me feel like bullshit. How disgusting. If the game Three Kingdoms is hot. The character is chibi. Show off your chibi style. Popular. Then we have to do realistic style. Go in the direction. Make people hate bitterly. Kukuku. This artist named Nguyen Quang Kien looks good. The typical works are all chibi style. Very likely not good at realistic style. Okay, let's close a stupid plan. Plus an inexperienced painter who is not good at realism. Like this without getting cursed by Three Kingdoms fans. Go up and down the field and see. Ha ha ha, plus the model has no innovation. Give up NDT 10 to buy new land. Play NDT 30 permanent membership card. Such a stupid game. Whoever plays I also kneel down. Kukuku. A few days later at Dong Han University cafeteria. Bui Kim is attentively reading the report. While the horse was terrified, he lost his appetite. In my humble heart at this time aesthetic. Top. This is very simple to do. Right or not right? In my opinion, only one word is bad. Suddenly he happily spoke up. My brother is too trustworthy. In return I certainly cannot write. In addition to the name and some identifying features. Then indeed, completely different from the three characters of the Three Kingdoms. So classy. After hearing that, the young man in yellow shirt believed it. How strange. That's great. But this humble, I have a risky idea. Turn all the Three Kingdoms generals into women. Can it be over? Then it will be even more top. Kukuku. My Bui Kim heard it like a thunderbolt. Absolutely not. Ma Duong was frozen for 100 seconds. Stiff as a tree. Why not? You say you need to change. Next humble. Very cunning face. Well, like that. We'll lose the character's character. Say so. But in my heart I am aesthetic. More importantly, it will most likely become hot. I will eat it all, he added happily. Your current plan is fine. Half man half horse Guan Yu is a dragon. More easily recognizable. The young man heard it and believed it too much. So it turns out. Got it. Then our Bui Kim smiled brightly and said, back to room later. You transfer these contents to the computer. I will discuss with the artist. At the same time he was thinking to himself. Kukuku. Luckily Ma Yang's brain is a bit stupid. Susceptible to manipulation. That afternoon. At Mado University of Finance and Economics. Art Faculty Dormitory. These three are the artists. My Bui Kim has texted this long-haired guy. Name is Nguyen Quang Kien. Student of Fine Arts, University of Economics and Finance. His two friends standing behind him were also very worried. Ask what happened then do it. What do customers ask for? Kwon Kien then waved his hand to signal for him to get out. I show you I am talking to the customer. You guys step back a little. Next few months. We eat meat or soup. All count on this time. Youth auction. Nguyen Kwon Kien and Bui Kim began to take place. A scene imagined to be extremely grand. Like this always knew evil. Kwon Kien asked in advance how many panels he needed. What are the specific requirements? Bui Kim immediately responded to the art style. No need chibi version. The rest is up to you. 50 characters total. Each character has a set of 4 original pictures, total 200 pages. The young man heard it and got high at the same time. He thought, what the hell? My representative works are all chibi. The first thing you asked me was no chibi version. Then the light responded. The price for a set is 2,000 squares. I know this price seems a little high, for a new artist like me, but you can rest assured that my skills are absolutely impeccable. Drawing is just like mom's cooking. After listening, Bui Kim ordered a set of 2,000 copies. Each page has only 500, so when will I spend all my money? Impossible. Absolutely not allowed. Then he spoke back. I find this price unsatisfactory. This side also presents opinions. Really? Then this price is the lowest I have offered. Bui Kim then replied. Because this time we ask for style, completely transformed image. So the difficulty is quite high. Moreover, our designer, not clear about the aesthetic aspect. The request is quite vague. Suddenly he slammed his hand on the table with a loud bang. Put up 3 fingers and speak loudly. Consider increased workload. From this perspective, I find the price of NDT 3000 per set quite reasonable. Nguyen Kwon Kien finished listening. Squeeze the pen in your hand and break it. I thought Bui Kam was high on weed or something. But talk so carelessly. Papaya also added 50% of the price I gave. Is this a legend? Then Bui Kim continued speaking. Here is the character chart you can check out. The light is so cold that the edge is rusty. This is your request. Too short and crazy. So I am very difficult. Drawing without any clear standard. On this side, Bui Kim immediately replied that it was okay. I have complete confidence in your skills. Don't worry, whatever you draw, you can take it. Absolutely do not ask him to edit many times. You can cut this part of mine and keep it as evidence. Or if you feel the need, we can write it in the contract. Vision from one surprise to another, holding his head in confusion. Then really no need. Now we sign the electronic contract. Bui Kim agreed immediately after that. Then he happily said drunk. He it's done. This side, young man sleeps like a pig. Don't care about life. Then Bui Kim began to think to himself, don't spend a dime on marketing. It's best that no one knows about this game. Next comes purchasing sound effects, uniform rental, weapons and stuff. Finally keep NDT 10000 for emergencies. Transition to artist Nguyen Kwon Kien. He is waving his hand now. Call your brothers in. Hurry up. Call the others, I've finished the work. Then the young men finished watching, eyes wide open in surprise. Oh, enough NDT 3000 for 4 pages, it's so delicious. Yes, if you pay you can draw anything. At this price. Even if you ask me to pinch your nose and draw chibi, I will accept it. The next light said, no chibi drawing this time. Customer specified no need for chibi version. Other styles are fine. The red-haired young man opened his mouth in surprise after hearing that. I remember you were in advertising. The representative works are all chibi, but the customer specified that he didn't need the chibi version. Is your brain flooded or something that you came looking for him? Kwon Kien was so angry that he cursed back. Shut up. People have eyes, I hate drawing chibi the most. Now mobile games are all about chibi characters. So I can only accept chibi drawing orders. Work for food only. Then the young man with a very serious face said, now no need to draw chibi anymore. I finally got my chance to show my talent. Oh just papaya. Then our Bui Kim met a great master. This trip is hard to lose. Then Nguyen Kwon Kien continued. Want to break out an epic style, but the most important point of the epic is the shape. Also means the shape is distorted from human. The more the merrier. After listening, one of them folded his arms and agreed. Speak sternly. Common Three Kingdoms games, not suitable for this style. The light also responded. But on this chart, 3 completely transformed. Three Kingdoms character image. Just right and fits the epic color scheme. That is the second problem. No need to worry. I will design and draft your characters. Help me complete. I will finally complete it. Grasp the main direction. Then the style will definitely not be distorted. I understand clearly, so let's get started. Anyway, you pay. Let me try. If this style is not welcome, if there is a loss, it is also your side. Kwon Kien heard and happily replied. If it gets hot, maybe. We can also set up our own company. After graduation. So, we must try to do it well. Okay. We work to the highest standards. Definitely use all his talent. Take us to the top of fame. The whole group of drunkos agreed immediately. The week has passed. Our handsome romantic painter Nguyen Kwon Kien, because I have been up for 10 nights without sleep. Now he has become an 80-year-old man like this, how amazing. Face 7 God's eyes silly, he said. Okay. Big job done. You guys have suffered. Let's go have dinner. But when he turned around, he discovered a bunch of roommates. Are you so tired that you sleep like a corpse? Okay, then tomorrow noon I'll invite these kids to have a meal. Then the light slowly approached the computer. Start texting our boy Kim. At boy Kim's dormitory at this time. I finished reading Nguyen Kwon Kien's message, but gaped in amazement. Papaya is quite effective. Complete everything on time. Just don't know the quality. Then he opened the system information panel to check. Next settlement system time remaining 8 days. System capital has decreased by NDT 291,208. Now only 8,792 left. After watching Bui Kim, my aesthetic is still more than NDT 8,000, of which 3,000 are paid to the positive code. Can only be sent at the end of the month. Still have NDT 5,000. Before settlement must spend. Go to resource website buy something. Done. Anyway, have to spend all the system capital. A moment later, Nguyen Kwon Kien's file was sent. Also downloaded the last box also downloaded. Don't draw too beautifully please God. Just opened it and hit the eye. You are the light of the sword. Extremely cool like this is always evil. Expression. My boy Kim was frozen for 100 seconds. Motherfucker. Am I seeing things? Are you kidding me? Every page is at the level. Is this a real painting by Nguyen Kwon Kien? You have such VIP work. Why are all the representative works chibi? But the situation is too bad, it's okay. Boy Kim immediately convened an emergency meeting. In my head right now. I declare the second emergency meeting to begin. Saw our grandfather. It's too late to cancel now. The game has to be released today and tomorrow. Otherwise the system will extend the settlement period. Is there any cure? Boy Kim immediately replied with glasses. Everyone calm down, things are not that bad. These styles can be said to be new and unique. But gamers may not like it. Boy Kim holding a cup of coffee on this side also agreed. Moreover, our game also uses old food. Monotonous gameplay. Other resources are not worth the money. Bland. Another Boy Kim Diener also spoke up, right. Players do not know this game. Then how to see the images in the game. Then the whole group started talking loudly like it was a fair. Right. Try. Don't take over any site search hotspot. Also the name cannot have the word Three Kingdoms. When submitting for examination. Should simplify the game name and brief introduction. Best to look at the right type of vague incomprehension. That will definitely be fine. A moment later, the yellow-clothed horse came to see Kim Ca. What are you doing? Then he was terrified. This is the original character of our game. Oh my god, this is awesome. Boy Kim replied. Mainly because your demand is good for artists. Creative inspiration. Ma Duong heard and was so happy that he said, fuck, is that so? That's great. It turns out I have a talent for this. Then Boy Kim added. This positive code you come try to see if the game has any errors. If not we are about to release. The horse is as obedient as a puppy and listens to this humble song. I forgot to ask what is the name of our game. Boy Kim then replied to the Ghost General. A very ordinary card game. Scene changed to Nguyen Kwon Kien's group. The whole gang is currently eating and drinking. Extremely magnificent. Cheers, try this lamb skewer. Eat it hot, it's delicious. Everyone don't be polite. Open it up and drink. Don't go home without getting drunk today. Suddenly a guy with an ant eyes asked, yes, an ant eyes. What game are our figures for? When will the vision be revealed? He scratched his head and replied, seems to be the name of the devil. When will it be released? I have not asked. So I don't know, let me go to EXO platform to check. The sky is out. Didn't you just deliver the picture this morning? The afternoon has come. Oh, then the whole group immediately rushed in to watch. Then everyone gasped. Don't understand what's going on. What the hell is wrong with this game? This is a normal card game. This is too superficial. One name said. Shit. Lonely Desert Highway is also this person game. Do you sell NDT 10 guys who bought it? Nguyen Quang Kien immediately replied. I bought it and said. Position, everyone should see the fruits of their labor. Then a guy in white started playing kukuku. I just went through the beginner's guide. Let's do a lucky draw. Can I draw 2 cards at a time? I'm so lucky, everyone was so surprised. Wait, I also draw 2 cards. Me too, I also drew these 3 cards. This time ? Don't understand. Is the game still in testing phase? So the rate of drawing rare cards is quite high. Suddenly, a guy with ant's eyes immediately handed over the phone. Eye-catching. Let me tell you. This game. In store. Only sell 1 lifetime card for NDT 30. More after purchase. Every day also get 1 more draw 10. It doesn't seem to work either. What about VIP system? Game BAQ Tam Kwok open to VIP 8. This side also has no. This game is so strange. Or let me ask Mr. Bui. Maybe there is some special intention. Maybe this game is not the original version yet. How are you doing? Quang Kien text Bui Kim right away. This is Bui Tong. I see there is no VIP level system in the game. Also the store only sells 1 type of item. Is the game in beta? You haven't released the official version yet. Bui Kim also responded immediately. This is the official version. The text message was imagined as a conversation. As in court. Extremely epic, always new evil. Light Vision now ask. What about the stuff in the store? Bui Kim replied. Our game only sell 1 lifetime pass. We do not plan to sell new products in the future. After hearing that, Quang Kien opened his mouth in amazement. How, why? Bui Kim coldly replied. No reason. Our pricing plan is on a buyout basis. How can you open too many transactions? Actually, I didn't intend to sell this NDT 30 lifetime card, but thinking about it, maybe some players will need it. So added. Quang Kien then frowned and asked, what about advertising? I see the download numbers for this game are very low. Is it because there is no advertising? Our Bui Kim also calmly replied. I do not run ads. Why not run ads? He immediately pretended to gasp and explained that he had no money. This game has a total investment of 300,000. By art resource model with music effect. All gone. After listening, Quang Kien had some thoughts in his heart. What's the matter? What did Mr. Bui say? Then he stood up and said loudly to his brothers. I see the devil needs us. This is actually the case with Bui Tong. At first I thought Mr. Bui was a tycoon. So no pressure. But also offers a very reasonable price. Seeing the strange name of the ant, he asked. This game is so kind. Not planning to make money or what? Quang Kien now clenched his fist and said. Not without making money. Bui Tong is a person of pure ambition. Don't want to earn that dirty money. After listening, the whole group discussed excitedly. But how clean is the game? No advertising. Then it is impossible to float. Or we do it ourselves. If we are a hot streamer. Or a famous YouTuber. Of course you can do it yourself. But we don't even have those qualities. Suddenly Nguyen Quang Kien slammed his hand on the table. A resolute bang. Said Mr. Bui treated us too chivalrously. So I must repay this kindness. I have a group with some famous artists in it. I asked them to check it out. Can help think of a way. Transition to the scene of the young Ma and Bui Kim. Ma Duong is bored as a snake right now. Our game is so trash. No one cares. I see the game people make. First day downloads were 10,000. And our game on the first day only had 10. How many downloads? Our Bui Kim patted his shoulder and said happily. It's okay, new games are like that, just take it slow and it will be fine. But in the heart of the young man at this moment he was secretly thinking, don't dream baby. This game really has nothing special. Who wants to download? A long time later, Ma Duong turned on the computer and said, let me check the numbers again. I wonder if anything has changed here in the past 3 hours. Bui Kim, my family, chuckled and thought to himself, don't say 3 hours. Even if it's 3 days, 3 months. No one cares about this game. Just try to get to the next settlement. We'll have 300,000 in hand. Ha 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 ha, just finished speaking, then Ma Duong shouted extremely loudly. Humble. Got. Our game downloads are up. There are also many people who rate it. All 5 stars. The young man was drinking water and spit it out. How cruel. It's true that early crowing often leads to good fortune. What are you talking about? The young man also came to see and thought to himself. I see you now. Downloads suddenly increased by several thousand. Moreover, all 5-star reviews right. Impossible. Our Bui Kim is having a stroke right now. Then he fell and hit his head on the pillow, extremely angry. Save me, what the hell is wrong with this world? What is the problem? Then Ma Duong ran to call him. Humble what? I know. He put a lot of effort into this game. Now finally the bitter end has come. Must be very exciting. But don't be so extreme. Not good for health. Hi. After hearing that, our Bui Kim smiled. Couldn't be more bland. He yes we did it. At the same time in my heart. Aesthetic youth. I am more excited or desperate than anything else. After a while, he calmed down and thought. Well, this time I lost. But I want to make it clear. Where is the 7 defeats? Wait a minute. These comments. It seems that most players mention the image. Proves that players are attracted to images. But how can they see? Is it possible that our Bui Kim is investigating someone right now? Who did that? Who is so talented? Makes many elders in the industry. Post propaganda for the devil general. Then he was startled to discover. That is Nguyen Quang Kien. I didn't expect the problem to be in that name. But what? You have to waste your time advertising for me. Full and free. Bui Kim then texted to ask. Right away. You help me advertise Devil General on Facebook. Quang Kien answered correctly. Found some artist friends to help spread the word. I see you made a very clean game. If buried, it should not be. Total capital 300,000. Are all used for game development. My other artist friends. Was also moved by his spirit. This game is really clean. Pretty good quality. Of course my paintings are beyond reproach. That's why there is such a good reaction. I just did a little thing. After watching this, my Bui Kim's face turned purple with anger. But he had to text back. Then thank you very much. Then Light View replied. Keep it up Mr. Bui. I believe later. You can definitely release more good games. Hope we have the opportunity to cooperate in the future. Skip to a week later. Is the settlement date. Our Bui Kim is standing on the balcony right now. Thinking about life. Then the system suddenly announced. Current system capital is NDT 514.723. Current profit is NDT 214.723. At a 100-to-1 conversion rate. The amount the host received is NDT 2,147. Current personal assets NDT 2,371. After watching, Bui Kim sighed sadly. 1 week time. The Devil General's income is already around 500,000. That is the transaction volume is 1 million. Game launched a week and has recovered investment. More than 200,000. But my personal assets are only NDT 2,000. Who can stand it? Young man just thought about it and cried. Ho this is so cool. First week earned 500,000. Next week can only earn more. The next settlement is 3 months later. Keep this estimate. Income 3 months later will also reach more than 6 million. Rent a luxury office. 400,000 per month. Hire 30 more employees per month NDT 200,000. Office supplies probably cost around 1 million. It's so annoying to find an office to hire staff. Buy company supplies. I have never done these things. Am confused. Then suddenly a hand patted his shoulder. So that's our cute bangs guy, isn't it? Humble song game is too hot. Can we go out? Have a great meal. Bui Kim immediately replied okay let's go. In my heart I am also aesthetic. Previously agreed with him. Earn money must invite to buffet. Ma Duong then found it strange and asked. This humble singing has been a success. But why do you look unhappy? Bui Kim heard and smiled faintly, replying, oh, nothing. Because I've been busy making games these past few days so I'm a bit tired. Need a break. Ma Duong then jerked his elbow and said, now good or bad I also. Is the owner of a company. Why not pay attention to health? Cannot do everything by yourself. Hire an assistant. Just leave everything to her. Our Bui Kim has also realized and hired an assistant. Code Yang continue. Yes. I see in many movies they act like that. The domineering CEO drives a luxury car to flirt with girls every day. All company work is assigned to assistants. Grandparents have a very good saying. There is work for the secretary to do. Bui Kim, I heard it. Fresh face back immediately. Right, have to hire a new assistant. At the same time he thought to himself. Hire an assistant to help her spend money. Then he put his hand on the shoulder of the mischievous horse and said. Hey, you are a genius. Yes, I really need an assistant. Moreover, must be a professional assistant. Can do everything. In his heart he was also thinking cunningly. Have such an assistant. Office for rent recruiting staff. Buy things that need spending money. Didn't someone help me do it? Kuku said and done. He immediately went to the city of Kin Chau. Excel Human Resources Group Customer Care Center. Immediately a guy in a white shirt came to greet him. Hello Mr. Bui. I am the General Director of Frog Sun Human Resources Group, Handong Province. I am happy to serve you. You can call me Loren. Bui Kim immediately shook hands warmly in response. Hello Director. This time I came to recruit an assistant. Director, please accept my request. May I ask if you have any specific requests? Our Bui Kim replied with 4 gentle words. Highest bidder. Heard the director's name. Put a whole bunch of resumes. Resume down in front of him. These candidates are the most talented assistants in Handong Province. Our headhunter has talked to them all. Initially assistant vice president of a famous company. Then why did she resign? No writing in CV. The director was worried and hesitated to answer this question. Mr. Bui probably doesn't watch the news often, does he? I see you asked for news again. This vice president is drunk. Bad intentions unexpectedly met with a bad form. As a result, this vice president was fired. The new assistant took the initiative to resign. After hearing that, Bui Kim was extremely surprised. Oh my god, there's a female hero below, so choose her. But I have a request. The director replied worriedly. You just say. Any request is negotiable. Bui Kim said immediately. Just when I asked her opinion. She has just been given a recommendation. And other cases. No matter what happens, keep quiet. Not ask much. The director immediately worried and replied with a smile. Of course. These are the basic qualities of an assistant manager. On the second of the following 3 days. At a towering skyscraper. Suddenly a car came and stopped. The ending is so epic. Makes everyone standing next to them cross-eyed. Suddenly. Stepped down a beautiful girl. An extremely slim figure. This is our assistant director Bui Kim. Her name is Tan Hai Lo, monthly salary is 30,000 VND. She walked down very professionally and elegantly. Opened the door for us to come. Then he got out of the car and looked up. Shenhua Haojing Aesthetic Building. Most expensive office building. The most luxurious city of Kin Chau, here we come. Then 2 people entered the elevator. Up to negotiate with broker. Then a guy in a white shirt piled up boxes. Very happy to tell you. If Mr. Bui wants to rent a whole floor. Not shared with other companies. You can see this 17th floor from above. Beautiful scenery. Do you want me to take you for a walk? Bui Kim, please review and respond. Very beautiful scenery. The broker listened and happily added. If it is a new company. The state has preferential policies. Divine flower scene. We can allow half down payment. Pay in full at the end of the month. Bui Kim then asked how much it was. The broker slowly raised 4 fingers and said, only 4 yuan per square meter. This price in Jingzhou City may be a little higher, but you get what you pay for. Choose to rent our office. Absolutely useful for. Leave a good first impression on the company. Bui Kim was surprised and replied NDT4 is that cheap. The broker was shocked and terrified after hearing that. At the same time, he aestheticized this floor about 3,000 square meters. At 5 yuan per square meter. But it costs 450,000 yuan per month. The broker scratched his head. I don't understand what is going on. He aesthetic. This rich kid dresses quite simply. So be it. Also has a delicious assistant like Tan Hai Lo. Then Bui Kim sighed and thought to himself. Unexpectedly less than NDT1 than I expected. Every month I have 90,000 VND left over. Then the broker asked Bui Tong again. So are you satisfied with the environment here? Bui Kim put his hands in his pockets and replied coolly. I rent this floor. I'm thinking the same thing. So can spend as much as possible. Anyway, the devil general is trying hard to make money every day. After hearing that, the broker was so happy that his mouth watered. Drooling. Okay, I will prepare the contract immediately. A moment later, Bui Kim our house started pointing. Tell the pretty manager. Good working environment. Can improve work performance. Can also upgrade our company image. A desk must be expensive, not just that. Expensive but also must be magnificent. Computer must be the most expensive one. Keyboard and mouse must also be high-end. Screen take 2. Now is the information age. We are a game company. Computers are the main productive force. Bonsai must have. Tired of work, then watch trees and grass to relax the mind. Green plants are not easy to care for. Must invite a professional to take care. I see space over there. Very suitable for making a small gym. The game industry can cause many diseases. Only by exercising can you work well. Living room sofa. Tea drink indispensable. Best to have a complete set of high-class tea. Good tea by 7-8 kinds or something. In case there is a negotiation. Also have something to entertain people. The new manager here opened his eyes wide after hearing this. Yes, Mr. Bui, I will arrange everything for you right away. May I ask how much total cost the boss can accept? He immediately hesitated to reply. 500,000 to about 800,000. The best number is 800,000. At the same time he is doing good cosmetic surgery. System does not object. No warning proves the number 800,000 is not illegal. 1 month deposit is 700,000. 800,000 blink stationery. Spent 1.5 million. Too good, cool. Tell the assistant what to buy. Then he went to a VIP fashion store. Best in town. Buy yourself a watch. Suit, shoes, brand, all kinds up. Our Bui Kim is as handsome as a prince right now. Male god is always evil. The assistant standing next to him saw that and kept her mouth shut. Riscia is an Italian luxury brand. Has over 100 years of history. Famous for being flawless. Made to measure. If the boss is not satisfied, I can find some higher-end suits. But if you need to order, it can take a lot of time. After listening, my Bui Kim happily said, just leave it to me. She reached out to the beautiful salesgirl and added, adding the boss's clothes, there are 3 sets in total. The first set is quite formal, can be worn on special occasions. For example, discussing business with other bosses. Or award ceremonies. The other 2 series are more towards everyday life. Can be used as everyday wear too. After listening, he agreed and at the same time he was happy. So happy. The system does not warn that this money can be spent. Then the beautiful new manager said to the salesgirl, so take 2 sets of each type. Match according to each different case. Can measure the size, then hurry. The salesgirl listened and immediately agreed to listen. Then our humble family came. Let her measure you for tailoring. At the same time he was thinking to himself. 2 sets of each type is also worth spending money. The receptionist added. Busy boss, work back. I will buy some more everyday clothes to wear. No need for boss to choose personally anymore. Bui Kim replied, very good, you are so thoughtful. Then he looked in the mirror and smiled and whispered. Look here, people call that professional. He. A while later the 2 drove home. On the way back, the new assistant turned to him and said, here is the shopping list, which we discussed last time. Please boss, take a look. A huge bonsai costs 988 yuan. 10 money trees, each one costs 188 yuan. High-end sofa set 60,000 yuan. NDT 22.000 handmade tea set natural stone tea tray. NDT 13000 also has tea leaves. High-end desk. Streamer chair high-end PC set 2 screens new version. 30 keyboard sets total price 600,000. The young man picked it up and read it, his mind was in turmoil. But I just look at the last number for quickness. The most expensive is not important. At the same time the beautiful assistant said, all products are genuine. Buy at lowest internal price. Not a single dollar of the company is wasted. A moment later, 2 people arrived. A building like a king's castle is always new. She said, now boss boy, we are here. This is a 2-bedroom 1 living room house. Near the school that the boss had told me about before. Inside his card and key. He immediately reached out and took it. At the same time in my heart I am aesthetic. Sure enough, the system did not warn. Buy clothes, rent house. Looks unrelated to the company, but also related to the image of a boss. Then she added gently, so boss, take a rest. The new purchases will be delivered to the boss. Within the next few days. My boy Kim also answered okay. Starting next week, I will interview the candidate in the conference room. Small until then. Please help the new assistant prepare the documents for me. After hearing that, she smiled and replied, of course. This is part of my job. A moment later the new assistant drove back. Boy Kim, I walked and thought to myself, buy furniture, rent house, all done. Next think about who to hire. Too smart is not good. Affect your plans then eat immediately. Too stupid is not allowed. Games still have to do. If not, the system request cannot be completed. If you only post job ads online, probably just a bunch of self-proclaimed bullshit, can take on the job. But you can't write too much on the job posting. Suddenly he remembered that it was true. That year Handong University. Besides Ma Duong, there is another talent. A moment later. Boy Kim, our family has gone to a familiar place of his. He looked up aesthetics freshman year of college. Every day he is stuck in the internet cafe. Absolutely not about. The dormitory also remains unchanged. In summer everyone wears shorts and t-shirts. He still wears sweater and pants. Then he walked inside and turned to look around. Year 2 for debt purchase. Too many schools recommend him. He makes a living by selling items. Stay in the internet cafe for another 2 to 3 years. Suddenly he happily said he found it. So it turns out that the humble person we are looking for is Boy Hyo. Is a fat guy. Addicted to this game. At the same time, Boy humility and I step into aesthetics. Nickname Bao Tuc Nuoi Doi. Or called Super Bao Huck Base. Then he suddenly called him Bacuc Bacuc. Can you stop for a moment? The young man listened and took off his headphones. Sounds very surprising. Are you looking for me? Then he started soliciting me for a job. Do you want to do it? At the same time, Boy Kim is doing aesthetic. Such a veteran core player. Recruit pay a lot. A little system also has to bear. But knowing how to play games does not mean knowing how to make games. Will most likely ruin everything. Kuku 3 buts. After listening, he showed an indifferent face and replied, admin not interested. He just finished speaking. Then our Boy Kim slammed it on the table. A stack of shoe money. Open it now and tell me. Non-admin designer. If you accept this place is. Advanced salary. Not only that. The company also installs the most advanced PCs. 2 display screens. You can play games as much as you want. The young man was shocked and terrified after hearing that. You really are not lying to me. So what is my job? Our Boy Kim immediately responded gently to play the game. Experience other types of games than ours. Along with finding out what the problem is. Report back to me. Of course. You can also join the design work. Suggestion. I think you are absolutely capable of this position, right? Ba Huck listened and lowered his head, hesitantly answering. I agree. Wash up cut hair, buy a decent set of clothes. Then he walked out cool and added. Our company is in Shenhuaho. When to start work? I will call you then. Just be ready. The young man heard it, holding the stack of money with tears in her eyes, tears of emotion. Then he turned face down on the table, crying, giggling, saying a hoo-hoo. Finally someone sees me. Oh, it's over, my Boy Kim is gone. This young man is not very good. Hi the next morning. Then there was a blonde young man. Looking up at Boy Kim's company building, he said, "Dang, that company makes two high-speed games. The Lonely Desert and the Ghost General are in the Divine Flower and Glory realm. His name is Prince. A game plan operator, monthly salary NDT 1,500. Then he walked into the building. Next, take the elevator to Boy Kim's company floor. Suddenly the elevator door opened. Then he found someone he knew. He is the game planner. Old man's salary 7,000 per month. See. The blonde guy's eyes are fucking popping out. Oh shit, old man, why is he here? Then the blonde uncle smiled faintly. Raise your hand to say hello. A hi on Lu, wish you a good morning. He heard and then laughed contemptuously. This place is very demanding. There is no way to get in. I'm home first, go home and sleep now, son. After hearing that, Two-Back's face turned black like a dog's snout. Gaping. Scared to death papaya. Unexpectedly, Lao Lu also came here for an interview. Is the demand here that high? Then he stepped out of the beauty elevator. That expression of the old man was definitely not moved. If he doesn't move either. I'm so hopeless that I've come this far. Try it once and then go home. Then the prince walked to the reception desk. Two beautiful receptionists in red shirts saw that and greeted them. Hello, are you here for an interview? Young man, because he saw the two girls were so delicious, immediately scratched his head in confusion and replied, yes. I came to interview me. My name is Hong Two-Back. At the same time, young people are getting cosmetic surgery. The front desk has a pair of twin sisters. So fresh. At this time, two beautiful, plump receptionists responded. Wait a minute. I immediately informed the interviewer. Please follow me. Then, Hong Two-Back was led to the CEO's office by her. Boy Kimon looked around the company office. Then cross-eyed. What the hell is this all high-end stuff? Most expensive computer. Other office supplies are all branded. Is golf course. The receptionist knocked on the door and spoke sweetly. Yes, Mr. Boy, I'm bringing someone for an interview. He replied immediately. Okay, go ahead. Opened the door suddenly. Dang, that Boy Kim Hong. Two-Back listened and slowly sat down, confused, and replied. Yes, hello Mr. Boy. Boy Kim immediately poured a pot of fragrant tea. Sniffle. Take it easy. Sit down and talk, I'll invite you for some tea. The blonde man immediately picked it up and replied, thank you, Mr. Boy. At the same time he thought to himself, oh my god, this is really silver. Is this Mr. Boy a secret tycoon? At this moment, our Boy Kim began to speak up. Briefly describe your work experience. Two-Back immediately replied that I used to work at Thuong Duong Game. After hearing that, Boy Kim smiled gently. I find it strange that you guys here only have cosmetic surgery and it's over. Mr. Boy, what are you laughing about? I do not know my limits. With this level, you still dare to come for an interview. Oh my god, a soldier. New in the industry like me, what a pipe dream. Unexpectedly said Boy Kim. Very good, very good. The young man on this side, Hong Two-Back, also opened his mouth wide. I don't understand what's going on. Suddenly, Boy Kim pointed straight at his uncle and said, your conditions are very suitable for the company's requirements. We asked when you can go to work. The young man heard and his eyes widened. I think I'm dreaming or something. Oh, that. Yes, the day after tomorrow. Then Boy Kim laughed happily and said, okay, fine, then remember to bring your resignation papers the day after tomorrow. Come here. Let's sign an official employment contract. In terms of salary and benefits, do you have any suggestions? Hong Two-Back, at this moment shy like 18-year-old girl, said, yes, 2,000 a month, do you think okay? At the same time in his heart he was aesthetic. I have half a year of experience. Old salary is 1,500. Now up to NDD 500 is not too much, right? Then our Boy Kim was sighing. Then put his hand on his forehead and looked extremely sad. The blonde saw that. Rolled his eyes in regret. What am I asking too much? Same salary as before is fine. Why did I pay such a stupid price? Suddenly our king raised his hand and said, you rent a house in Kin Chau for 1,000 VND per month. Not too high. 1 month including daily meals and entertainment. Also lost NDT 800. Not too much, right? Prince of Wales. From one surprise to another, stoned as hell. Then Boy Kim sat down and continued speaking loudly. Buy 2 to 3 new clothes a month. NDT 300 is okay too. Electricity and water bill. Monthly living expenses plus 200 yuan. If every year on Tet holiday buy your girlfriend lipstick, makeup. 1 month also need NDT 300. Plus NDT 100 travel expenses. Should also keep NDT 500 every month. Save right? We respond to the national movement. Pay for all types of insurance. Pre-tax at least 3,500 NDT. Can only ensure basic life. But our company has sworn. Must provide salary. Employee benefits. Higher than industry average. I heard this as if struck by lightning. Frozen for 100 seconds. Already. Boy Kim raised 4 fingers and continued to speak resolutely. Do you think 4,000 a month is okay? After hearing that, the young man rolled his eyes like a ghost. He left his body and is having plastic surgery. Are you kidding? Not the rich. Do you all think so differently? Then the uncle scratched his head and hesitantly answered yes. Okay, then the two shook hands warmly. Boy Kim also added. So just be happy with that decision. Tingda Network Engineering welcomes you to join us. The prince on this side was happy and thanked him again and again. He went out with trembling legs. Utter terror. Then closed the door. Boy Kim is taking out a pen over here. Sign a document. So the old man left a hateful face. He was eliminated right from the parking round. Fresh graduate. I immediately accepted the offer. No need to think much. Now he is happily drunk. Oz said happily. Very good. Just like that the big thing overwhelms the big thing. Cool. Outside the office 2 receptionists. Right now I'm stiff as a tree. Then. The reason is that Boy Kim hired 10 employees. Playing League of Legends and swearing at each other. Peanuts, you dare steal my monster. What a shame. A look over. The boss said you are so good, let's be friends. Bao Huck can answer immediately. My ID is Bao Huck. Come in now. Ma Duong saw that and immediately went to Boy Kim's room. Humble, can I come in? My Boy Kim is lying on the sofa. Happy playing Free Fire. Come have tea with me. Then the piano player picked up the teacup and said, Humble, understand your strength is really high. I see outside about to sign staff. Recruiting is so easy. Boy Kim finished listening and gave Ma Duong a pile of documents. You can see it too. Here is their CV. The piano code is as stiff as a rock. I don't understand what's going on. Next. The more he read, the more the young man's expression became. Moreover, face is black as a pot. My eyes are about to pop out. These people. It seems that most of them have no experience. Or any achievement. Is Humble the main designer? Hard to find, right? Or we raise more money. Or find someone to help. Listen. Boy Kim immediately raised his arms and coldly said. Not actually a designer came looking. But I eliminated them all. Positive code. Now open mouth wide. Wow, extremely surprised, huh? Why so? Boy Kim then turned to face the glass door. Raise your hand and say cool. First of these main designers. There is a serious problem. Is rigid thinking. Cannot incubate new ideas. Next. These designers charge very high prices. The price-quality ratio is too different. Ma Duong also believes it, so that's how it is. Who is in charge of game design? After hearing that, Boy Kim sighed. Then he said loudly, it was me. But you are the boss. Don't you need a designer to help? Boy Kim also replied that someone had helped. That guy named Hong Tu Bak is quite good. Find another designer. Just look and know your design plan. Is there a problem? Ma Duong listened and asked again. Prince of Wales. Half a year experience in planning and management. Is it okay? That is Boy Hum, she replied. No need to look at his position, look at what he has done. Most of the original game systems are all made by him, via cloud editor. His in-game stats also match 7 to 8 times. So what is the plan? Apparently the executive assistant to the chief designer. What else to listen? Young man with sparkling eyes. Extremely happy. Then he is a real talent. Based on the standard salary of the chief designer. Now, paying him 4,000 a month is a bit low. I see this young man is so stupid and easy to trick. Boy Kim was secretly happy and continued. I think so too, but no rush. Good job will increase salary. Moreover, The others are also very talented. For example, Asak, him. Ranked first in the entire clan in the game World of Illusion. In name only, he already has 6 achievements. As for leading the animal killing team, then it is a daily thing. You think, he can lead 40 people to kill the boss. Let him take charge of the project progress. Isn't that great? Ma Duong on this side replied with an extremely excited face. Again talented, all are humble talented. When do we start working? Bui Kim immediately replied, it's better to choose a date than to meet right away, starting tomorrow. A moment later, our Bui Kim walked out of the office. Speak up and make everyone startled. Everyone stop working for a moment. I have something important to announce. The whole staff here immediately widened their eyes. Concentrate on listening to him. Then he took a deep breath and began to speak loudly. Go through the preparation time. Most people are probably already in work mode. So starting tomorrow, we are officially operational. After listening, everyone clapped their hands happily in agreement. Smile like a flower. Here it comes finally here. About to enter the research boom phase. Prince of Wales. At this moment, the excitement in my heart is always new. Keep up the good work. Come on, torment me. An excellent working environment. A generous salary. A boss who realizes his own potential. What are you waiting for? Go all out. I weigh everything just said young man 2 rows. Tears flowed down. Then our Bui Kim raised his hand and said resolutely, big enough. To celebrate tomorrow's official work. Today is the end. Everyone get off work. I heard it. But stiff as if struck by lightning. I heard right. Then Bui Kim continued. Today is Friday, leave work early tomorrow. The day after tomorrow is the weekend. Monday. 2nd, Singles Day also needs to be off here. The doctor looked at his watch and was terrified. Damn, it's only 3 p.m. and I'm getting off work. Then the scene changes to next Monday night. At Bui Kim's house. He is lying on the sofa right now. The beauty salon officially opens tomorrow. What game should I play this time? Can guarantee loss here. He immediately called a meeting. In mind, who speaks first this time? Bui Kim Glasses raised his hand immediately. Let me first. I'm also bored and say boom. Please Bui Kim Glasses, give your opinion. The difficult part this time is, we need to choose a wrong direction, but do not let the staff